Yes, boss, how are you? I hope you are doing well. I am fine. I am also doing well. How are you? Please check the voice. Please check the screen whether it is audible to you. Please confirm. Guys, please confirm if you are able to listen to my voice and screen is clear like anything to you. Then we can start our first and first time we are doing live strategic management revision on our YouTube channel. Yeah, Lokesh, good evening. How are you? So, can we start now? Reshma, good evening. Am I audible? Clearly audible? And screen is all right? And how is your preparation? How is your preparation going on? I'm just asking you guys so that you can comment on that. Yeah, good evening. Reshma Chandran, Sabreen, good evening. Harsh, good evening. Yes, all clear. How is the preparation going on? And most importantly, how are you? All of you are fine? Jan is closing up, closing down, in fact, not up, closing down. Only 45 days are left for your exams. So I think you are through with your revision. So one piece of advice that I would give is, if you have completed, say, in financial management 5 chapters, so start revision of those 5 chapters and try attempting chapter wise test for all those chapters at least, right? And similarly for strategic management, yes, schedule is well known to everyone. We are starting today strategic management, so by 30th we'll plan and complete our strategic management English revision. Yes, no issues. If you start revising your syllabus, you will slowly and gradually you will get motivation out of that. Yes, so जितने हिंदी के बच्चे हैं, हिंदी इंग्लिश मिक्स के बच्चे हैं, वो भी मेरे साथ रिवीजन कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि रिवीजन वाला स्टफ तो आपका लिटरेचर तो इंग्लिश में ही है. So you will be able to understand every part, everything, and I will cover this booster chart. So under this Terminator revision, I am going to cover this booster 3.0 chart with one question bank that I have added with this, and that you can get from my Telegram channel. The video, the link is below this video. In the description, you will find the notes link, so you can get that. So the Examiner 3.0 book is also available under this. This is basically a workbook I have given so that you can practice a little bit. Or if you have taken a printout, you can, just for the sake of recalling, you can, start recalling things. You can start writing something, because as far as questions look very easy, but when it comes to writing, that becomes a problem area for all of us. So my focus in this revision will also be to discuss all practical question and theoretical questions, including revision, so that you get a good idea that how to pick up a question, how to understand the question, and how to write, and how much to write, and what are the contents that you need to write under a particular question. This is something, yeah. No, Ganesh, there is no FM Hindi English batch schedule change. There is no change. I'm going to take all revisions as per the schedule, because as you must have seen that we completed our strategic management Hindi English revision right on time. Yes, we took 2 extra days. So of course, if I'm taking 2 or 3 extra days, so we'll postpone the dates to 2-3 more days. That is something natural, but the revision will happen in that range of dates only. 1 or 2 days plus minus you can count. That is fine. So please download this chart, or you can use your own notes. You can use your own study material. Here you can listen to me. Now I am starting with, today I am starting with this chart book only, and this chart book has been made out of your strategic management ICAI module without any change. So whatever ICAI MAT says, all the technical terms, key terms, explanation, definitions have been taken from the ICAI MAT itself. So need not worry. Yes, Presentation could be in a different mode so that it becomes more understandable to you, because our target is not only descriptive question, our target area is also the MCQs, scenarios, practical questions. For that we need a better sense of understanding of any particular chapter. So for understanding sake, I have twisted a little bit at points. I have given some examples, some corporate examples, some pictorial examples, so that it becomes easy for you. So here I go. So today we are targeting chapter number 1. Yes, we are targeting chapter number 1 today. We'll complete that. We have 5 chapters in place in strategic management. I hope you are aware about this. First is Introduction to Strategic Management. This is a very basic, simple and fundamental chapter, but mark my words, this is the most important chapter. This is the hottest chapter of your syllabus, because all the core concepts and the base building is done under this chapter only. If you understand Introduction to Strategic Management, then only you will be sailing through chapter number 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then that will become easy for you. Otherwise 2, 3, 4 and 5 will be you will start cramming, you won't understand things, and that will affect your MCQ, scenario and practical questions scoring capability. So I will request everyone that don't take this chapter lightly. There are minute concepts, there are small concepts which mean a lot to chapter number 2, 3, 4 and 5, especially chapter number 5. Lots of things will contribute to chapter number 5 from this chapter number 1. So I think we are going that way. So let's start with chapter number 1. The core concepts that we are going to cover in chapter number 1 is first a very small concept called management. Will take only 2 to 3 minutes to discuss this, because this is a very basic idea and you know mostly about this. But yes, as per ICAI MAT, I would try to cover those 2 pointers that we need to know about management. Second is strategy, the definition of strategy, then types of strategy we'll discuss, then strategic management, and of course benefits and limitations of strategic management. You will get one question out of this for sure in every examination, every coming examination. Sometimes it will be related to strategic management benefits, sometimes from limitation, or sometimes from proactive or reactive strategy or types of strategy. So this is the area that you need to cover properly. And yes, you should give a complete thorough reading of your ICAI MAT or your teacher's book. Whatever you have, whichever book you are following, you should focus on that. Number 2. Yes. Then there is a concept called strategic intent, where we are going to study vision, mission, goals, objective and value systems, right? So all those 5 concepts are there. Then strategic level of the organization. This is again a very, very hot concept. Intent also, there is a possibility that you will get one question out of this strategic intent portion. One content out of this strategic level of strategy or network relationship between these 3 levels. So broadly speaking, this chapter has been divided into 3 parts. One, strategy and strategic management, another intent, and third one is strategic level. So let's start from the basic one, right? The first content, yes, I am through with the revision part, right? I hope we should proceed, right? Are you ready? Are you ready? Isn't it that I started talking, or it is fine with you and the speed is okay with you? Please tell me, please confirm guys, please. Speed is okay with you? Is my communication very much clear to you? Are you getting the points that I am mentioning? And 1-2 rules that I want to set before I start the revision. One, that wherever you feel that you are struggling with the concept, please mark it or take a note of this into your study mat, into your notebook, so that you can revise it today in detail from your study mat. That will be beneficial for you, right? All the students are requested to do this. So 2 layers of revision we are going to do. One, we will revise the concept precisely and we'll discuss the concept, and second one, we are going to discuss the questions so that it will become easy for you. And don't worry, if you have not yet studied strategic management, you are starting first time, you can do it. Please have trust and please start with me. Okay. So management, the first concept is management. Very easy. Management is nothing but it is a process where we are going to do planning, organizing, staffing, leading and controlling. Very simple thing. And any management is related to concerned with two things. One is efficiency, another is effectiveness. Efficiency means how well you perform your operation, how good you perform your task. What is the input output ratio? Input output ratio means from the given input how good outputs you are providing, or to give up to produce something or to give an output, how less inputs you are actually using. So if you are doing optimum utilization of resources, say for example, means you are efficient. If you are performing tasks within the time limit or before the time limit, means you are efficient. If you are producing something even more than what it was expected from you or above the standard, means you are efficient. And effective, say your planning is effective, say your decision making is effective. Whatever decisions you take, whatever plans you make, whatever strategies you make, they produce good result. So doing right things is all about effectiveness, and doing things right is efficiency. I think this two word is very important, because management is a process of any organization. By using these functions, planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling, and apart from that, of course, there will be communication, coordination, etc., you are going to make your operations efficient and effective both. That's the role of management. And there are terms. The term management is used in two senses. Very important. This is the only question that can be asked to you. Management means what? There is a group of people who is responsible for management. In any organization you go, they will be following a certain kind of organizational structure. Do you know this? What is organizational structure? Say I am using simple structure, I am using functional structure, or maybe I am using divisional structure, maybe I am using multi-divisional or SBU, strategic business unit structure, or I am using network or matrix structure or hourglass structure or other forms of structure. Why? Because there are people who are in charge within the organization. They delegate their authority, they perform they manage people, they lead people, they motivate people, they take decisions. So different people at different level within the organization has different set of tasks, and this group is in charge of organization management and all other business operations and its management. So there will be a key group, this is very important, in charge of organization's affairs. Second part, a set of function and process are carried out by the management of the organization. Set of function and processes, and that is quite evident over here in this diagram. Means the organization is concerned about planning, organizing, staffing, leading, controlling, and proper communication within the organization, so that it can take certain input and produce certain output. So and it becomes efficient or effective. This is the role. So there are two terms. Management is used in two senses. One, a team who is in charge of everything within the organization. Second, there are set of function and process that is performed by people within the organization, performed by this particular team that I mentioned over here. I think this is fine, right? Decoding, is it okay to you? Reshma, it is fine. Ganesh, all right. Lokesh, बिल्कुल मस्त है, चल रहा है, सही है, समझ में आ रहा है, चलेगा, आगे बढ़ते हैं. Next. Now we are entering into the subject itself. What subject we are going to study is strategic management. So before I proceed further, one thing that I want to make clear is that we are going to study strategic management and not management. So why are you saying so? Strategic management is also a management, and management is also a management. Listen, there is a difference between management and strategic management. First of all, the first difference first. I'm not going to write anything, right? I'm talking. You please listen to me and keep this thing in your mind, because this is not a content that you have to study. This is not in the study material that what is the difference between management and strategic management. But I'm telling you what, for a very simple reason. And that reason is that if you at all don't know what is the difference between general management and strategic management, you will, be facing difficulty in explaining strategic management concepts. The first difference is that management is related to day-to-day business operations. Day-to-day business operations. Say I am planning, I am bringing in, I am taking, I am procuring, I am purchasing, I am selling, I am, doing inventory management, I am managing the logistics, I am procuring raw material, we are producing. All these things need management, right? So this is a short-term task, day-to-day business activity related task, and that is called management. Second term that I want to discuss, strategic management. Strategic management is concerned with the top management of the organization. It is of long-term in nature. It is not related to day-to-day business, but it is related to long-term success of any organization. Say, where will my organization be in next 5 years, in next 10 years? What strategy can I make for the overall success of the organization? What kind of vision, mission, goal, objective, and strategies we can make so that our organization becomes successful? Clear to you? So first of all, you have to keep in mind that when we are studying strategic management, we have to think like a CEO, like we are the CEO of the organization, any organization. Take an example of Hyundai. Just think that you are the CEO of the organization, sitting at the top and observing the organization, making strategies and trying to get it implemented in the right manner. Yes, management will help you in implementing your strategies through operating plans. What did I say? Strategies are implemented at lower level, or strategies are implemented by the management of the organization through operating plans. So plans are the responsibility of management. Strategy is the responsibility of the top management. Clear? Yes. So it is long term in nature. This is fine. Please like the video also, so that notification goes to other people also. Next. Sir, what is strategy? What is strategy? Strategy has come from a word called strategos. What is strategos? The meaning is generalship. Generalship. What is generalship? Comes from the military. Generalship means the art of the general. And what does the general do? General goes to the battlefield with the team and wins the battle. So strategy all about winning the battle, means winning the market, winning the competitors. And my competitors are not my enemies. They are rivals. They are rivals. They are not enemies. Please. We are not going to kill them. We are going to beat them in competition in the market, right? So never use the word enemy for competitor. Otherwise, examiner will cut your marks. Always use rival. Two rivals can coordinate also. They can cooperate also. They can collaborate also. We'll learn, different types of strategies, and among that strategy, we'll study one strategy called strategic alliance in chapter number 4. Right? So two or more than two competitors collaborate with each other. They come into partnership also. That's why we are going to compete with rivals, not enemies. So strategy is all about 4 things. Now listen to me. Strategy is all about 4 things. First of all, this is the responsibility of the top management, number 1. Number 2, it is all about 4 things: ideas, plans, action, and support. Say, I have to achieve 30% market share in next 5 years in India, right? I am IBM. What will I do? I will prepare a 5-year strategy where I will put my idea, I will plan for that, I will put that plan into action, and I will achieve what I want to achieve. And for that, I need lots of support. And ultimately, if I have to achieve this 30% market share, I will have to grab the market share of other competitors, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes, sir, you are very much right. We will have to grab the market share. For that, we will have to compete. And we compete for what? To lose or win? We compete for success. So that the firm employs to compete successfully against their rivals. So we have to compete successfully against our rivals, and rivals are not enemies. And that in one sentence is called competitive advantage. So strategy is all about gaining competitive advantage, achieving competitive advantage through 4 things. I pass means I for idea, P for plan, A for action, and S for support. So I pass. I think you will remember this. This is the definition of strategy as per ICAI. Ideas, plans, action, and support employed to achieve competitive advantages is called strategy. Done. Next. Yes, you might be thinking, sir, why are you explaining strategy in such a greater detail? Reason is very simple. I want to establish in your mind that yes, you are understanding what strategy and strategic management is. Otherwise, you will start writing with the perspective of management only and not strategic management, and there I will lose the battle. And if I lose, you also lose. That's why I am trying to establish. Now, the core definition that actually I am talking about. Strategy is a long range blueprint of an organization's desired image, direction and destination. IDD, long range blueprint. So already it's a long range planning, long range blueprint of any organization desired image. Image means what? Imagination. What it wants to be, means what is its vision, what is its mission, what does it want to achieve, what it is doing to achieve that, what it wants to do. So it has, listen to me very carefully, it has customer, product, technology and market. It wants to perform in these four areas. This is the direction of any company. CPT, market, is the direction of any company. C for customer, P for product, T for technology, M for market. CPT, market, is the direction. We want to target a customer. For that we need a product, and to make a better product we need technology, and we need to market it so that we can take it to the customer. This is what my direction is, and ultimately destination, where it wants to go. We have certain goals and objectives, and the most important thing that I want to achieve through this strategy is competitive advantage, CA. Ultimately I want to achieve CA. Done. This definition has been decoded. Do you feel that we have decoded this definition? Yes or no? Please tell me. Please tell me. Did you get the real meaning of strategy definitions? Both the definitions as per ICAI? Yes. I have given a strategy of Hyundai. You can just take a look of this and you can, feel that yes, the strategy looks like this, right? Please keep on answering. Whenever I say, please answer yes or no. Yes, sir. Hyundai announces a set of strategy. Just listen to boost profitability. What does it want to do? Hyundai wants to boost the profitability. Means its strategy is to boost profitability. It is a long-term purpose. Profit is a short-term thing. Profitability is a long-term purpose. Yes. Next. It wants to enhance customer value and cost structure. Want to sell 6,70,000 EVs, electric vehicles annually, and for that it is preparing 5-year strategy. And how much it want to manufacture in 2025. Everything they are mentioning into it. By 2030, listen to me, 2030, 6 years from today. By 2035 in emerging markets, they are going to be major EV electric vehicle player. So this is how it's a long range blueprint of an organization's desired image, direction and destination. Imagination, direction and destination. I think this is concluded through this example. Now, next concept. Sir, I used a word called competitive advantage, CA. Do you know what this competitive advantage is? Yes, sir, we know. Competitive advantage means gaining an edge over the rival. What did you say? Gaining an edge over the rival is called competitive advantage. While competing, if we have an edge over my rival, that is called competitive advantage. If the question comes that how, what will be your answer? Because I am sure that ICAI is not going to ask you the definition of competitive advantage. Do you agree with me? Yes, thank you. So how? If ICAI asks you how, then what will you reply? For that I have an example. Let me prove it, because this is the backbone of strategic management. Whatever I am going to discuss right now is the backbone of strategic management. If you really understand this particular example, I'm sure that you will understand each and every concept of strategic management. Otherwise, you will struggle. Let me tell you. Otherwise, you will have no other way than cramming the whole strategic management module. Right? So just try to listen to me very carefully. Say it will take 2 to 3 minutes. I will explain it. You please take it. Please learn it from here. Let's take an example. There is a car called Vitara Brezza. Maruti Vitara, Suzuki Vitara Brezza, Grand Vitara Brezza. Grand Vitara Brezza. This is the car. Why will you buy a car? Just tell me, why will you buy a car? Anyone, please. Sir, I will buy a car for a simple reason. I will check the model. I will check the features. I will check its interior, exterior, dimension, fuel efficiency. Means what? Means you are talking about all the value additions. Value added. What are the value added in this product? And by seeing all these value additions, I will have a perception about this cars, how the car, how is the car's value can be analyzed, how the car's value can be analyzed. You will just have a feeling about this, that okay, this car with this much feature looks like it is of 17 lakhs. Looks like you will have a perception about this car. You will build a perception about this car completely based on your understanding of these, features, technology, availability, its services, after sales services, its brand. Everything contributes to the price of any product. So you will feel like that. So briefly speaking, if this company is offering this car with this much value addition, so this must have cost. Say for example, this car is average industry cost of making this car is, for example, how much? Say 10 lakhs, 10 lakh rupee, right? 10 lakh rupee. And out of this, they are creating value worth rupees 17 lakh rupee. Just I'm taking an example. In 10 lakh rupee, they are creating a car of the value of 17 lakh rupee. Value is what? Say you go to Flipkart, you just click on the Flipkart, you will see any product there. Say this mouse is being sold over there. You will see the price. It is written 595, and you will see there is a cut, and the next price that will be MRP, that you will see 500, and here you will see you save rupee 95. So if I ask you which is the price out of these two, 500 is the price or 595 is the price, I'm sure you are going to tell me, sir, 500 is not is the price, 595 is the perception that the company has created. Means this is on the basis of value addition. Similarly, this is the rule of the market, that any product that is created has certain value, right? Certain value. And any organization works to create more and more value, because unless and until you create value, your product will not be considered by the customers. So you are offering this 17 lakh car at 15, say for example 15.5 lakh rupee. Why? The car is of worth rupee 17 lakh. Why are you offering a price? And that is the price. So this is value, this is price, and this is my cost. Why are you offering it at 15.5? Why? So that your customer gets a sense that they are saving 1.5 lakh rupee. The car is of 17 lakh. They are getting at 15.5 lakh, means they are saving 1.5 lakh. So they will have a sense, money not spent is money saved. With this perception, they will buy your car and it will increase your market share. That's why you offer discount to them. You offer customer margin to the customer and they get this car, number one. So you have charged this price. Now you are earning a profit of 5.5 lakh rupee, isn't it? This is how Maruti Suzuki operates in the market with Grand Vitara Brezza. Now, do you think that this company is alone in the market? They are operating, in isolation. There is no other rival in the market and they are doing nothing. No, sir. There are other companies who are making similar cars and they are competing in the same market and they are there to beat them. Similarly, Tata Motors produces a car. Now there is a competitor. So now there will be a fight. There will be versus. There will be rivalry. There will be competition. For competition's sake, because in strategic management, we don't talk about anything without competition. Because our ultimate goal is to gain competitive advantage. So for competitive advantage, you need to have a rival. If you don't have a rival, how will you compete? Or how will you achieve this competitive advantage? Means a single person is running in the race, so of course he will be number one. So there is no other person fighting him or struggling with him in the race. So of course there is no second, third, fourth, fifth. There is no competition. So here we have a competition with Tata Harrier. Tata Harrier offers a car which is more valuable. They say Maruti Grand Vitara Brezza is offering 2023 model. We are offering 24 model. Okay, fine. Means they are adding more value and this is their competitive advantage. They are saying our metallic body, our car's body is made of 75% from metal and theirs is 48% metal. Which car is stronger one? Which is more safe? Of course, Tata Harrier is more safer than this Grand Vitara Brezza. This is how you are competing on value. If your rival is adding more value, if they are adding more value, they have competitive advantage. So this is the first definition of competitive advantage. More value we create, more competitive advantages we gain. Number one. So here Tata Harrier scored above Grand Vitara Brezza. I think this is clear to you. Done. Let's lock it. One competitive advantage you have achieved by now. Now the cost above car was made of 10 lakh. And now listen, there is a twist. Tata Harrier, with the invention or some cost control or cost reduction technology or some automation, they managed to produce their car at a cost of 9 lakh. Even a better car at 9 lakh means the car is better, however the cost is less. This can be done. Yes, this can be done. We can produce. This is cost leadership strategy, isn't it? I think you have studied about cost leadership strategy. This is the cost leadership strategy. We are reducing our cost. This can be due to technological innovation, some product design, or maybe cheaper raw material. There can be any reason. Yes, but somehow we manage to reduce our cost. Don't you think this is my competitive advantage? Because my rival is producing similar car, even an inferior car at 10 lakh rupee, and I am producing at 9 lakh. This is I am saving 1 lakh rupee. This is my saving in cost. So cost reduction and control itself gives you a competitive advantage. If your cost structure is better than your rival, you are getting an edge over the rival, and this is your competitive advantage. So first score that you are doing is here. Next. Sir, as you told us that this car is more valuable, so perception of this car will be even more. So 18 lakh worth car has been perceived by the customer in the market. Means again, this car was perceived for 17 lakh and this car is perceived for 18 lakh. Don't you think that this is perceived on the basis of, its value creation 1 lakh, costlier 1 lakh more than the above car? So it is the competitive advantage. Now Harrier offering its car at only 15 lakh rupee, whereas Grand Vitara Brezza was offering at 15.5. Harrier told the market or communicated to the market, I am giving you a better car of 18 lakh worth only at 15 lakh. I am offering more money to you, more saving to you. So customer becomes happy customer, and they start buying the car. It increases the market share of the Tata Motors. And of course, this is an edge. This is also a competitive advantage. Price offering is also a competitive advantage. This is how you make your strategy step by step. Means you have to score on cost, you have to score on features, you have to score on value addition, you have to score on customer margin, you have to score on pricing the product. So ultimately, and the profit also. You see that particular company was earning 5.5 lakh of margin, and this company is earning 6 lakh of margin. So again, in profit also, this will be a cash rich company because they are earning more profit on their products. So this is again a competitive advantage of Tata Motors with Tata Harrier. This is how you get an edge over the rival, and this is the real strategy making process, how any organization thinks about strategy. I think this is clear to you. How many people got the idea? And there is one more thing that I want to explain, but please tell me, did you understand this example? Which is better? Which strategy is better? Harrier strategy or Grand Vitara Brezza strategy? This strategy is better with better planning, better coordination, better management, better strategy, better value creation, better profit, better value addition and all. Right? Even better price offering. Right? Better customer margin. In every sense, they are scoring over their rivals. Second thing that is very important. Sir, there is a concept called profitability, and it's different from profit. Because in strategic management, we will be talking about profit, not profit. Profitability. In strategic management, we will be talking about profitability. This is how it is different from management. Now, what is profitability? Value minus cost is equal to profitability. Also known as, above average profit, also known as better margin. Why? Because this is called profitability because customer profit is also from here and company's profit is also from here. Because this is a profit, there is a chance that we can, we can recover this also from the market, but we are leaving it to for the customer so that we can improve our market share. Ultimately, we are gaining. By sacrificing this 1.5 lakh, Grand Vitara Brezza is gaining market share. So this is called profitability. So in this case, profitability is 17 lakh minus 10 lakh, 7 lakh profitability is there in Grand Vitara Brezza case. Whereas if you come to this particular Harrier, Tata Harrier, you will see 18 lakh minus 9 lakhs means there is a 9 lakh profitability. So they have a better cushion to offer to the customer and offer to the company. The profitability is higher means the company has a competitive advantage over its rival. So you basically compare on mainly three things. One, cost reduction. Second, value creation. And third, profitability. So you will see in your study mat that in most of the places, most of the times you will see in your study mat that it has been written like company is increasing its profitability, its market share, its market position. They have a better cost structure. They are adding more value for the customer, and that's it. That's why their strategy is better. You will see it in the study mat, and then you think profit means profitability. Profitability and profit both are same. Okay. Value addition. Value means they are talking about price. Price and value are two different things, right? So this is the key term that you need to know. I think this is clear to you. You will now not miss on this. So let's summarize now. Competitive advantage is the frequently used term in the whole study mat. Let's say 1,000 times it has been written. It allows the firm to gain an edge over the rival while competing. Done. The set of unique feature of a company you saw, Brezza or Harrier, and its product that are perceived by the target market as significant and superior to the competitor. Significant and superior to the competition. This is the real definition of competitive advantage, not this one. This is the basic layman definition. Gaining an edge over the rival. Basic. What is value creation? Means creating more and more worth or value in your product, adding more value in terms of what? Feature, quality, durability, technology, availability, services, after sales services, marketing, branding, etc. And these are the examples you will refer to. Now coming to types of strategy. Very important topic, types of strategy. Let's move fast now. Now I think base has been built. You will understand each and every component. 1 minute, please. Right? So, sir, there are basically, before I go to, proactive, reactive wala part, let's discuss three types of strategies first. And this is in your study mat, right? This is in your study mat. I know one student fought with me like anything. He told me, sir, these types of strategies are not there in the study mat. Why are you teaching all this stuff? You are wasting our time, right? And today also one of the students in Telegram group started fighting with me. I asked determinant analysis and they said, this is not in syllabus. You are asking something out of syllabus. So I had to show, I had to share the screenshot with them that no, this is not like that. This is in the study mat. Please, see your study material once after you get it from ICAI. Please. Most of us, rely so much on our teachers that we fail to see the study mat, and that is not good. We should always see our study mat. Yes. So, sir, first strategy is intended or planned strategy, or I will say current strategy. Another name, current strategy. So, any company at the beginning, whenever you talk about a company, whatever is the situation, say I'm talking today on 27th of November, right? And 2024. So today also, if my organization OTC Virtual is operating, it has a planned strategy, it has intended strategy, it has a current strategy that actually we are following today. But we don't know about tomorrow. What tomorrow, how market will move tomorrow, I don't know. But today at the beginning, something that has been planned at the beginning, the strategy that an organization hopes to execute, and actually that I'm executing today is my today's strategy, intended or planned or current strategy. You will see these three terms thoroughly in your study mat. So you have to understand when I'm talking about intended, planned or current strategy, it means I'm talking about strategy that I'm following right now, right? I don't know about tomorrow. I'm planning to execute that. If any change in the environment happens, my strategy might change. Second, There is emergent strategy, or it can be in the form of reactive strategy also. An intended or planned strategy can be in the form of proactive strategy also. Proactive is a different, is a type with different nature that I will discuss separately. First, whatever you have, that we have to discuss. Emergent strategy means due to changes in the environment, due to changes in the business environment. Say interest rate goes up, tax rate goes up, say availability of raw material is not there, say the market growth rate dips down tomorrow. If government puts a ban on a particular business, my strategy will change for sure. But today, whatever I'm following. Tomorrow I don't know. If environment changes some other way, say tomorrow there is an unexpected event called, say there is a war, India-China war erupts tomorrow. What will I do? I will have to review my strategy, and I will have to revise my strategy. That is called as emergent strategy. Very important. Plan that develops over time, and unplanned strategy that arises in response to unexpected environmental changes. Because I never know, na? India, China, what Indian government and Chinese government are planning. I don't know what India, Pakistan are planning. I don't know what Bangladesh is planning. I don't know what Sri Lanka is planning. I don't know what Ukraine is planning. I never knew what US and America were planning. So if I don't know, so my strategy will not be affected by that. But tomorrow, if something happens, some big event happens, then I will have to change my strategy. That is called as reactive strategy or emergent strategy due to in response to the environmental changes. Third point. Did you notice this word? In response to the environmental changes, or unexpected environmental changes, or unpredictable factors of environmental changes, in response to the events or trends, issues that arise in the market, or expectations of the customer. Say tomorrow customers' taste and preference changes. They are no more interested in SUV. They are looking for a sedan car. I will start producing sedan car. That will be called as my emergent strategy. Is it fine with you? Is it fine with you? Let's lock it. Well, yes or no? Yes or no? Done. Next. Realized strategy. What is realized strategy? Something that works at the end. Actual strategy. So say I had set a goal and objective of 30%. So finally, after emergent, intended plus environmental changes, the final strategy or the actual strategy, that is called as realized strategy, that works at the end. Actual strategy. I think you learned lots of keywords here: intended, planned, current, and proactive. You learned about emergent and reactive. You learned about realized and actual, right? All these are types of strategies. At different places, you will use different terminology in different manner. So you need to know what I am talking, why I am talking, and what is the real meaning of this type of key term. So this will help you write your answer in ICAI's exam hall. Yes. Now, this is an example. I am leaving it for you. Mark Zuckerberg's example I am leaving for you. Just you will take a you will refer it and you will understand. Just during revision you will use it. Now, sir, basically we know there are two types of strategies. One is called reactive strategy, another is called proactive strategy. Proactive strategy means based on certain innovation. Say Intel. Now listen to me. Intel, they developed a microprocessor, right? i3. You use i3, i5 or i7 or i9. Which of the processor is there in your mobile, in your laptop? In mobile, you have different operating systems. Say Android's operating system, Windows operating system, iOS operating system. In laptop, you have Windows, Mac operating system. So once any company develops something, innovates something, they start something, they bring in something new into the market. That is their planned strategy, that is their intended strategy, that is their proactive strategy, where they have an edge over the rival. Is it clear to you? When Maggi came to India, Nestle came to India and launched first time any noodle brand in India, Maggi noodles. That was a proactive strategy. And after that, Yippee came, Patanjali came, Knorr came, many other companies came. They have, and that is in reaction to the proactive move of Nestle, Maggi. Right? Many other strategies came, that is called as reactive strategy. So reactive strategy is an emergent strategy. So my competitor did something, therefore I am doing something just to handle him, just to compete against him, just to gain an edge over my rival. So both the strategies are going to give you competitive advantage. Yes, when it comes to, so proactive or reactive, both is going to give you a competitive advantage, but the difference is proactive has a first mover advantage additionally, and reactive will have to follow, catch up. Those who have already started revision, we are already doing early revision, we are proactive, right? As far as strategic management is concerned and FM is concerned. And those who will start in December or say after 15 December, they are reactive. So this is called proactive and reactive. There is another strategy called abandoned strategy. Sir, why are you talking about abandoned strategy? Is it in our syllabus? Yes, it is in our syllabus. Or obsolete strategy, also known as obsolete strategy. Means say there is a war, I was planning for expansion, I will stop. I will now start cost cutting. I will reduce my operations. I will instead of doing expansion, I will start retrenchment or divestment or liquidation type of activities. That so my expansion strategy has become an abandoned strategy for now. Clear? Those strategic path which we had planned earlier, but due to changes in the business environment, we are just we have made it obsolete, or we have just abandoned that. Say during COVID, many companies must have planned so many things, but due to COVID, due to pandemic, they left following those, they started not following those strategies. That is called abandoned strategy. Okay, current strategy I explained, actual strategy So the question comes in the examination is, this is very important discussion that is going on right now, because this is completely related to a question that is frequently asked in the ICAI exams. And I don't know why ICAI asked this question repeatedly. I don't know. But one thing that I know is that ICAI is not satisfied with the answers of the students. That's why they are asking one question repeatedly. Say every second, third attempt they ask it. Reason is most of the students do a blunder while writing this particular answer. The question comes like, strategy is partly proactive, partly reactive. Or there will be a case study, yummy food, tasty food. Tell me which strategy is followed by yummy food, which strategy is followed by, tummy food. So this kind of question will come, and what will you write? This company is following proactive strategy and they are following reactive strategy. Whereas there are other things also. Before proactive or reactive strategy, the company had an intended, planned or current strategy. You missed on that. Due to environmental changes, not only the reactive strategy will be followed, but abandoned strategy will also erupt. That will also come into play. And finally, the sum total of proactive plus reactive plus current minus abandoned strategy is your actual strategy. And there is a diagram in your study mat like this. So 90% plus students miss on this diagram. They don't explain it, don't write it, don't mention it, don't make it. That's why ICAI cuts their 50% marks. And this is what I have seen in examiner's comment. And that's why I'm putting in front of you. So you have to, apart from explaining whether this is strategy is proactive, this is reactive, you will have to also explain their abandoned strategy, current strategy and actual strategy. See how the process goes. First, you have a current strategy. Company experience, know-how, resources, strength, weaknesses and competitive capability. This is your current strategy. You have a current intent. You have vision, mission, goals, objectives and current strategy at the moment when we are talking about a company. Then due to environmental changes, you take some intended planned initiative, new initiative, which will give you a competitive advantage. That is proactive strategy element. Further, you will adapt reaction to the changing circumstances or the business environment or to the competitor's proactive move, and you will introduce your reactive strategy for gaining a competitive advantage over this rival who had already taken the proactive or first mover advantage in the market. Now you are following him, catching him up. Third point. Now during this phase, you will observe that certain strategy has become obsolete, and I have given you an example. So you will minus it, and the sum total of all these four will be your latest version of company strategy or actual strategy. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Done? Do you know this? Clear? So I think you are going to explain it. So question will come like this. See, there is a question, very popular question. Yes, the institute has asked this topic in many forms, but yes, this is a standard form that we have, and we have an answer also. So Can we go to the Terminator? Do you have Terminator book? Please download it from my Telegram channel. All these notes are available on my Telegram channel. This is free of course for you guys, so you can refer to it. So strategic management question answer book Terminator is also there on the study mat. Media, go to media section, you will get this. Let's discuss one question, how the presentation will be. See how you have to present this answer when this question comes. See, yummy food and tasty food are successfully competing in the business of ready to eat snacks in Patna. Very nice. Yummy has been pioneer in introducing innovative products. These products will give them good sales. Innovative products, this will give them good sales. Yummy has first mover advantage. This is called as their proactive strategy. Done. However, tasty food will introduce similar products in reaction to the product introduced by yummy food, taking away the advantage gained by the former. What is the line? The line itself is self-explanatory, that they are there to take the advantage taken by the yummy food. I am there to take your advantage, boss. Discuss the strategic approach of two companies and which is superior. This is a very tough question. Which is superior? I know many of you will write that yummy foods proactive strategy is superior to tasty foods reactive strategy. Whereas you will not balance it by checking this particular line where it has been written that yummy foods introduced by the yummy food taking away the advantage of the former. Means tasty food is trying to take the advantage of yummy food from, if the strategy is implemented by the tasty food in a better manner than the yummy foods strategy, then they will gain an advantage, right? One concept that I'm introducing here is, say your strategy is perfect. You have made a very good strategy, nice strategy, but your strategic implementation is very bad. Now tell me, will your strategy be successful? No. So it all depends upon the strategic implementation part. Either reactive or proactive, both the strategies are supposed to gain a competitive advantage over the rivals. But if this is not able to give me the real advantage, then reactive can also win the war. Are you getting my point? So this is what it is. So you have to balance the answer. First, you have to write a synopsis, what these two companies are doing. Then of course you will write the body part, you will explain proactive, reactive, etc. You will draw this diagram and finally you have to conclude it, right, through your comments, that which is superior one. Done. This is how the answer will be written. Step by step you have to write, because the marks is given allotted step by step. I think this is clear to us. Now, the second part of the topic, second part of the revision is strategic management. Coming back to strategic management. What is strategic management? I will ignore this definition here. Let's just skip this definition and I will go to this definition of strategic management. What is strategic management? Say for example, now I'm just asking you a question. Say I am running an online education center, right? Online portal to provide education to the masses, right? And earlier to this, I was running a face-to-face class in Delhi, Chandigarh, etc., or from across the country, right? When the technology was moving, I was still running my face-to-face classes, or if I still keep on continuing with my face-to-face classes and keep on ignoring this online, revolution of education, do you think I am doing a proper strategic management? Do you think that my strategy is correct? No, of course no. Why this is not a good strategy? Because environment is changing and the data says that 80% plus students are comfortable watching lectures online or in a Google Drive pen drive mode, or on their laptop or mobiles at home, sitting in the village or at any place. They can watch they can move with the cloud and they can use their lectures anytime, anywhere. They can watch their lectures anytime, anywhere. They are not bound to this face-to-face, that classroom, isn't it? So the strategic management says that according to the environmental changes, I should set my goals and objective, and accordingly I should prepare my strategy to gain an edge over the rival. That's why when late back in 2018, I started my first application. I got my first application today that you call it as FMSM with OM app. Then I started my own e-commerce portal in 2019. Then I got my first studio in 2018 November. And when the pandemic came, I got all the advantages that I had done proactively in 2018 and 19, right? So this is how you should plan your strategy. And to manage it, you have a concept called strategic management. What is this strategic management? It is not a single thing. It's a process. What is strategic management? Strategic management is a process. Strategic management is a process. What kind of process is strategic management? Process to determine mission, vision, goal, objective, roles, responsibility, timelines, and finally, strategy. Strategic management is a process to determine your vision, mission, goal, objectives, and strategies. This is the core definition. So whatever strategy you have to manage it properly. You have to keep on changing it, revising it, checking it, analyzing it, and finding whether you are going in the right direction or not. Whether you are able to cope up with the environmental changes or not. This is strategic management, right? This is strategic management broadly. Strategic management. Say one more example. In 2015, there was serious charge on allegation on Maggi, Nestle's product, that they had lead, monosodium. This is not healthy for, this is unhealthy, this is bad, this should be banned, this should be done, this should be kicked out from this country, blah, 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 blah. Everything happened. Maggi lost its 45% market in just 6 months time. 45% market. The number one leader, the number one company with 80% plus market lost its 45% market in just 3 to 4 to 5 months due to 12 states banned Maggi, and many states removed Maggi's product from their state stores and retail store, etc. So do you think that is the condition today? They are at the same position, or they are still number one, again number one? Maggi number one again. Why? Because they had the power of strategic management. They evaluated what is going on. They assessed it. They took corrective measures. They prepared their strategy. They managed it well. And finally, they won the battle. And they are number one again. They are again in the market with 80% plus market share, right? So this is a process called strategic management. They understood the power of strategic management, and that management has two basic objectives. Any strategic management process has two objectives. One, to gain an edge over the rival, that is called as competitive advantage. Your first is you have to create competitive advantage. And second, to guide the company successfully through all the changes in the environment. Whatever is going on in the environment, I have to record it. I have to register it. I have to notice it and accordingly change my strategy so that I gain competitive advantage. This is the most important thing. If you don't understand business environment, this is very serious. This is very straight thing that I am telling you. If you are not capable or not good at analyzing business environment, your strategic management capabilities will always be, cross-checked. You are not good at strategy if you are not good at business environment. So I remember in regular classes, first I teach is business environment and not the definition part. I always discuss what is the business environment, how does it impact my business, how does it create strength, weakness, opportunity, threat. So we only focus on those areas and case studies, that how environmental changes impact our strategies and how they derail our strategy. This is something that you have to understand. If you understand this, you will understand all, your strategy will be perfect and all right. That's done. Now, coming back to the third part of this particular topic, what are the benefits of strategic management? This is a very, very hot concept, and one practical question I am expecting in this exam from here. What is this benefit? So there are 7-8 benefits. How many you should write? You should write all, right? And how will you remember? They are given in paragraphs. I have pinpointed them in key terms, in the form of key terms. These are the key terms of each paragraph. An examiner would like to see them. These are the marking schemes. Popularly, we call it as MS, marking scheme. According to marking scheme, if the examiner finds these key terms in your benefits answer, benefits of strategic management answer sheet, then they will give you the marks. The best idea is remember this key term and explain it. The best idea is this. You will get 100% marks in this. If the question is asked for 5 marks, you will get 5 out of 5. I am damn sure about this. Please follow this trick. First is proactive. If you are managing your business strategically, if you are dealing with the business environment, if you understand the changes in the business environment, you will always be proactive to make your strategy. Yes or no? You will always take a first mover advantage. Second, decision making. If you at all understand your business environment, your decision making capability will be perfect. You will be taking good strategic decisions all the time. Third is direction setting. Direction means which direction you want to take the company. If you have to set the vision or mission, goals or objective, or you have to set your CPT, market focus, this will help you. Strategic management will help you, and this is the definition itself. Direction setting is the definition itself. Strategic management is a process to create or determine vision, mission, goal, objectives. That's it. Fourth important thing is avoid costly mistake. If you are managing your business strategically, you will not fall a prey of business environmental changes. Say Maggie had to pay rupee 1200 crore penalty in 2015 due to that particular ban. Why did this happen? Because they failed to manage the business strategically. Something was going on in the environment they could not understand, and it proved very costly for them. Another example, say there is an environmental change in terms of technology. Technology is moving fast, technology is changing, and you are an IT company and you are not changing your technology. Do you think, in fact, you are from any industry, if you are not catching up with the technological pace, you will be left out, and you will have to pay a heavy price for that. So the simple idea is, if you have to avoid costly mistake which will cost you very much, in terms of profitability, market share, or market position, you should always follow the strategic management process. Fifth point, competitive advantage and core competencies. If you want to gain competitive advantage, you have to follow, and you have to build core competency. For example, though we will discuss in chapter number 3 and 4 in detail, but here core competency means what? Unique feature of the company. Say for Apple, what is the core competency? There is not one core competency, there are multiple. Say for example, their technology, say iOS or Mac, is a technological capability, technological resource and capability that is the core competency of Apple, due to which they gain sustainable competitive advantage in the market. If you are asking me what is the core competency of Microsoft, I will say Windows. One product, one technology that is superior to anyone in the market. That's it, right? So if you ask me what is the core competency of Walmart, I will say they have a huge customer base, right? They can supply merchandise or to their retail stores in just 24 hours anywhere across the globe. That is their logistics capability. That is their core competency. Nobody can copy that. That is so fast. Threat identification, of course, because we are dealing with the environment. Reputation. If you want to build an organization of brand like Tata, like Birlas, like Reliance, like Adani's, so you will have to manage your business strategically. Longevity. If you want to make your business very long living organization, say if Tata started in 1862 and they are still there, many generations came and went away, but strategic management is again there, right? Reliance, you take an example of Reliance, 60 years history is already there, right? You take an example of Disney, 100 plus year, take an example of Cambridge University Place, that is of 1534. First established in 1534, still there. You will go to Japan, you will see 8th century hotels in Japan. So now there is no definition of longevity. It can be 100 years, it can be 50 years, it can be 500 years. You will see floor mill in London of 16th century. Floor mills are there. So why they are still there? Because they have followed the path of strategic management, it provides them with longevity to the business. Next, future oriented. If you have proper planning, if you want to plan for the future, if you want to achieve your vision, mission, goals and objective, you will have to follow strategic management process. Sir, why are you explaining this? We can cram it and we can write it. No, I am explaining it because ICAI will ask you MCQs, ICAI will ask you questions, ICAI will ask you practical questions, and they can pick any 2 or 3 terms out of this and they can make a question. What will you do? And this will be used throughout the syllabus. That's why I'm explaining that how strategic management is providing benefits through these key terms. And to remember it, we have a memory code. Now we will cram also PD to avoid and control the future. P for proactive, D for, just recite with me, D for decision making, 2 PD 2, second D is direction setting, to avoid costly mistake, and control, C for CTRL, control, C for competitive advantage, T for threat identification, R for reputation building, and L for longevity, and for future oriented. That's it. Next important topic, again one practical question can be asked in any attempt from this particular question, and yes, we have this kind of question in this, Terminator, Examiner and Mentor book everywhere. Limitation of strategic management. Despite all the benefits, all the process, all the competitive advantages, longevity, blah blah blah, future oriented decision making, we have still limitations of strategic management. And in anything, one limitation that is very important, that is very predictable, is cost and time. Cost and time is something that you will see everywhere. In any concept, in any subject, if there is a limitation, cost and time will be limitation, right? Because both are scarce, right? So first is complex and turbulent environment. This is very tough to understand. This is very tough to predict. This is very tough to know the events, trends, issues and expectations, and especially the futuristic events, trends. What the government will decide to tomorrow. Do you know this? How technology will move tomorrow. Do you know this in advance? If you know in advance, then you are brilliant. You have done a very nice environmental scanning or analysis. But if you don't know, and something very turbulent or very complex in the environment happens, then you will have to pay a heavy cost of that. So understanding the business environment, a complex and turbulent business environment, is really a very tough task, and that's why this is the limitation of strategic management. I think this point is clear. You can write a paragraph at least on this. Number 2, sir, costly process. Strategic management is a lengthy process. There are so many steps. You should know what are the steps. Sir, first of all, there is a current intent. In brief, I am telling you. In detail, we will discuss in chapter number 5. Right? There is a current intent. Any organization has a current strategy, right? After this, they do essay, strategic analysis, chapter number 2 and 3. Right? Done. So chapter number 1, chapter number 2 and 3. After this, they revise their intent. So they keep their direction. Customer, product, technology, market. After analysis, they rethink about their strategy, and of course, if they want to make a new strategy, they will have to go strategy formulation process, SF, strategy formulation. Then strategic choices. This will be covered in chapter number 4, and after strategic choice, they will have to do strategic implementation and control, chapter number 5. And of course, after that, there will be strategic evaluation, again chapter number 5. This is how the strategic management process works. There are so many steps. It's a time consuming process as well as a costly process. Lots of resources, lots of top management people and the groups and the management is involved in strategy making and implementation process, right? Strategy creation is the top management job. Strategy implementation is the job of middle and lower level management, and lots of resources are put into place. So it's both costly and time consuming process, right? Lengthy process. So small organizations face difficulty in following strategic management process. That is the reason. And the last thing, and the most important thing, competitor is something which is very tough to crack. So competition analysis is a challenging task again. For that, you need to gain competitive intelligence, that is popularly known as CI in the industry, competitive intelligence. We'll study a topic, competitive landscape, in chapter number 3, right? Chapter number 3 will study a topic competitive landscape CL. That is an analysis to gather competitive intelligence. And that will help you overcome this limitation of competition analysis is a challenging task. Just I'm connecting the dots. I think you understood what I'm trying to say. So we have 4 limitations of strategic management. 1, complex and turbulent environment, costly process, time consuming process, and competition analysis is a challenging task. CTC analysis, complex CTC analysis. I think you got it. Now this topic is done. Very important. One question might come from this particular segment. I think you are ready for that. Now coming to a very important topic again, and very understandable topic, and I need one page first to discuss a little bit, then we'll proceed. Insert a blank page. Yes, add. Now come on guys. So the topic is strategic levels in the organization. There are 2 topics: strategic levels in the organizations, and there is levels of strategy. So one is complementary to other, right? But you will have to bifurcate these 2 things. First, you understand strategic levels in the organization. Now, taking an example, Tata. Tata started its business in 1962. How many of you know this? 1962. Tata was a trading company, right? A single business, one business, single business, one business, no other business, no other branches, nothing. Single business means, in terms of strategic management, we call it as strategic business unit. Done? It is called as strategic business unit. So of course, this business was run through this process. There was a business, strategic business unit, and there were functions. Function 1, 2, 3, 4 means, again, there was sales, marketing, production, whatever, procurement, right? Production, procurement, not production. Trading company mein procurement, production is not necessary, procurement. So just for example, I'm giving you these things. There was finance, there was accounting, there was human resource management, blah blah blah. So this trading company, Tata Trading Company, was run through its business and its functions. There was a business, there were functions. We are managing our business very smartly, and trading company must be following a strategy also. So business has a business level strategy, isn't it? So here is the business level strategy, and here are the functions, and functions are operated through a functional strategy. Very simple, functional strategy. Call tactics, popularly called tactics, short-term strategy, like finance strategy, marketing strategy, production strategy, procurement, logistics key strategy, and blah blah blah. All these strategies are there. This is how traditionally they used to operate. But now, with each changing and passing time, what happened is Tata started growing. It is the growth story. I am talking about growth. Now you will be using this term growth and growth design. What is the growth design of the firm? Now let me complete, then you will be able to conclude it, right? Tata started working on the growth history. When it started growing, it became 50 from 1, and today it's 100 plus organizations group. So this created an atmosphere where a company, an organization is having 100 plus SBUs. How to manage it? It's a very tough task to manage all these 100 plus organizations, 100 plus businesses. For that, Tata Group came into the role, right? Tata Group, and there is a company called Tata and Sons. It is a holding company which invests 66% of Tata Group's, controls 66% in Tata Group. Means it has shares worth 66%, you can say. And behind this there is a organization called Tata Trust. It's a family trust. So Tata Trust puts its money through Tata Sons and invests that money in Tata Group companies. And Tata Group has 100 plus strategic business units, and of course each of the strategic business units have its own functions. This is how the new structure looks like. This is how the new structure has been built, keeping the strategic demand in mind. Because the organization is growing, a single person can't manage each and every organization. Our businesses are growing in each and every industry. We have become a conglomerate. Now it is not easy for Noel Tata to manage petroleum also, petrochemical also, steel also, motors also, because he is not a jack of all trades, right? So what he can do is he can keep different people to manage different businesses, and he can manage the portfolio of the business sitting at the top, isn't it? From there, this Tata Group was called as corporate level. All the SBUs individually are called business levels, and all these functions are called functional levels. This is how the strategic level of in organizations was created. So we have now 3 levels and they have different role. Question comes like, what is the role of corporate level? What is the role of business level management? What is the role of functional level management? Let me explain it without going to the study mat, right? See, so I think you got an idea that how these 3 levels came into role, and it has nothing to take with your corporate law, corporate act, Companies Act 2013, right? It has nothing to take with your Companies Act. Please don't try to correlate this corporate to that corporate, right? This is related to strategic requirement of the organization. Yes, name is corporate. So, and similarly, you will see there is an organization, Reliance Industries Limited. If I ask you Reliance Industries Limited, what does Reliance Industries does? What will you say? What does RIL produce? Tell me. Can somebody tell me? Reliance Industries Limited produces what? You will say many things. No. Reliance Industries Limited is a corporate level of management. It does nothing. It manages the portfolio of businesses that it has. It has 70 plus organizations under it. They are there to manage the portfolio of businesses, means their basket is full of businesses, just like this. So their work is, I'm starting here, portfolio of SBUs. Say there are 70 plus strategic business unit and their role is to manage it. If you are managing it, it means you are taking reports from SBUs. I am writing it for the sake of discussion. So you are taking reports from all businesses. Now, if you are managing the portfolio, you are taking reports from SBUs. Of course, you are preparing, you have your own corporate level strategy that is to be made by the corporate level, the CEO, CMD of the group. CMD of the group is different from the CEO of the business itself. Means Reliance Industries Limited CMD Mukesh Ambani, and Reliance Jio is handled by somebody else. Reliance Retail is looked after by Ishita Ambani, and Anant Ambani are handling other organizations. So blah blah blah. So CEOs can be many, but the CMD can be one, and that is at the corporate level, right? CFO of the corporate will also be different. Every individual business will have a CFO, right? Jio CFO, petroleum, petrochemical, retail, luxury, blah blah, retail sector mein, other sectors also infra, Reliance Infra CEO, but the CMD will be one here in corporate level. So now their responsibility is to prepare a corporate level strategy. At the same time, who will allocate the resources? So allocation of resources is the role of the corporate level management. This is how we will define the corporate level. Who else come into this level? Number one, what is their role? Portfolio of businesses management. Second, taking report from SBU as a parent company, controlling the businesses of they can control the businesses of individual businesses under that particular group. They have the power to allocate the resources. They are someone who set management practices of the whole group. Say what kind of HR policy will be there in every company of Reliance Industries Limited. What kind of delegation of authority will be done within every company of the Reliance Industries Limited. This is to be done by the corporate level. Now we have business level. So I think corporate level is done. Tata and Group, Reliance Industries Limited, Adani Enterprises. I think you understood about this thing. Now coming back to the business level. Business level is nothing but a single business who has the responsibility to compete for its in its market, right? I am talking about, say for example, Reliance Jio, or in Tata Motors, right? So in one line, if I have to explain these SBUs, strategic business units, they are independent businesses, number one, but under the control of corporate level. Yes, under the control, but they are independent. They have independent head, they are profit center, they are cost center, they have their own product and services, they have their own rivals, competitors, right? Competitors, they have their own set of competitors, and the responsibility of the business level strategy or how to compete strategy or competitive strategy lies with the business level, because Reliance Jio will prepare its strategy, Reliance Industries Limited will look after into it. Reliance Industries Limited will look after into it, but Reliance Jio is responsible for creating its own strategy. This is called as business level. So business level managers or the heads have the responsibility to prepare business level strategy, say cost leadership strategy, say differentiation strategy, say market penetration strategy by the business, to be prepared by the business. This is of the business, by the business, for the business, right? I think this is clear to you. Done. Next. Now the functional level strategy, say for finance, I have to prepare how to procure fund, from where, which source of finance is better, where to invest, what kind of investment decision we should take, what kind of dividend decision we have to take. All those are functional level strategies or sub-functional strategy. So what kind of sales we can do, how to sell better, this kind of strategy, how to market better, what kind of advertisement mode I should use, how to manufacture, what kind of manufacturing process I have to follow, what kind of innovation I have to do in production plant. These all are functional level strategies, micro level strategies, short term strategies known as tactics. So do you believe that there is a difference between strategy and tactics? Strategy is a long term concept, tactics is a short term concept. So today I have to manage my manufacturing, and for that I need a short-term strategy, short-term planning, that is called as tactics, right? So there are three levels of organizations: corporate level, business level, functional level. Now coming to the three levels of strategy. So far I have told that corporate strategy will be made at corporate level, business strategy at business level, and functional strategy at functional level. That's it. These are the roles. There are two different questions. Role of different level, strategies at different level. I think this is clear to you. Is it clear to you? Please comment. I'm waiting for your comment. Whatever we have studied so far, is it making sense? Is it going in your mind? It is, are you able to grasp it? Are you able to understand it? Are we in the right direction? Please comment. We are a small number of people, no worries, because this is being done first time. So I have not informed anyone. I just came live, just it. And every day I will came live like this. So those who are interested can join. Otherwise, this session will be private. I have to fulfill my commitment at any cost. No comments. Thank you. Okay, done. Chalo. Then levels of strategy. Coming back to levels of strategy, corporate level strategy. Listen to me very carefully. One word that I started from was the growth. Corporate level strategy is concerned with the growth design of the firm. What? Growth design. Now, what is this term, growth design? Of course, corporate strategy means vision will be prepared. Corporate goals and objectives will be set at this level related to this. So one is fine. corporate culture, values, everything is a part of corporate strategy. But the main thing is growth. Growth design, right? What will be the growth design of the firm? Means what will be the direction, extent, pace, and timing of the growth. This is known as growth design. That where to invest, how much to invest, right? At what speed to invest, and what is the time to invest. All these are a part of growth design. So any corporate level strategy is concerned with growth design of the firm. Working on the growth design of the firm means working on direction, extent, pace, and timing of the growth. That's it. This is the corporate level strategy. So their idea is, say I have to start another business into another industry. So far we have covered, we are a conglomerate, we are into fashion, we are into real estate, we are into IT, we are into petroleum, we are into petrochemical, we are not into paints. Now I want to invest my resources to start a paint company like Asian Paints, Berger International, or other companies. So that is my growth design. I want to work. So I will have to decide the depth of that growth design. That is corporate level strategy. So mainly corporate level is concerned with this kind of strategy. This is corporate strategy. Done. And their strategy is to help businesses make their own strategy, business level strategy. Right? What is business level strategy? Of course, sir, I mentioned it. How to compete strategy. How to compete strategy is called as business level strategy. So here we have something to revise. Plans and actions that firm devise to compete in a given product, market, scope, or setting. Setting means not your setting, it is environment. Business environment is also known as setting here in strategic management. Addresses the question, how do we compete within an industry? Means you compete within an industry through your competitive strategy to gain competitive advantage. That is the core of business strategy. An example can be cost leadership. Example can be differentiation. Example can be Michael Porter's focus strategy, niche key strategy. That is known as business strategy. Strategic business unit, a profit center. It's a profit center that I have already mentioned it. Functional strategy, very simple. The role of the functional level is to provide feedback to the middle and top management. The role of the functional level is to execute the strategy of the corporate and business level at this level. But the strategy is tactical in nature. Means strategy related to single functional operations or sub functions is called as functional strategy. Strategy at this level is tactical in nature. Very much clear, very easy, very simple. We know this. Let's lock it. Close it. Done. Next. Sir, I think we should hold the discussion today here only. Tomorrow I will come live at 7 p.m. Right? What is the time? Can somebody? Yeah, 9:30. Right? Okay. I have a small Zoom session, so I will have to end tomorrow. From tomorrow, our timing will be 7 to 10 p.m. Right? And we will be a little bit faster from tomorrow. I took a little bit more time. I know I have spent at least half an hour explaining things because this was a fundamental chapter. So I took half an hour more than what it was expected. So tomorrow we'll continue from here, strategic intent, and then very small topic, level wala, different network relationship between the levels. So hardly will take 20 to 25 minutes in this portion. We'll learn how to write a vision statement, mission statement, etc. And we'll move to chapter number 2 tomorrow. So tomorrow's session will start from 7 p.m. So please take a note of this. And I will request whatsoever topic we have discussed in the class today, I will request please go to the mentor book if you have. If not, download Strategic Management Terminator from my I think app, no, from my Telegram channel in media section. It's already there and the link is below this video. Telegram link you will find from here. You download it and please try to cover all the questions that have been asked from this particular topic, whatever we have discussed today. So let's continue it from tomorrow at 7 p.m. and tomorrow onwards it will be 7 p.m. till 30th, right? Tomorrow till 30th we will be coming at 7, going at 10, maybe 10:30 also. So please plan your day accordingly. ठीक है, चलो, any question, any query that you want to ask, even any general query that you have, any question please. Strategic intent is a very simple topic. In fact, I could have skipped it also, but I want to discuss because there is a high chance that ICAI will ask a question related to, write vision statement, mission statement, something like that. Any question? Lokesh, आपके पास कोई सवाल है? Any question? Adarsh, do you have any question? Reshma, Ganesh? No? Thank you. No question. आज का, yes, it was a very easy topic, so कोई ऐसी बात ही नहीं है. Okay, see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. All the best.